They called it the Grey House, a place no one lived in, no one stayed in, because beneath it was a basement. A basement no one dared to enter, they said at night. Chains rattled, and if you stood too close, you could hear screams from below. Some swore it was a prisoner, others whispered it wasn't human at all. But one thing was certain, the basement was never to be opened. Until one night, it began with 4 friends, Ethan, Mark, Rachel, Claire, bored teenagers, daring each other to spend Halloween night in the Grey House. They laughed at the stories, ghosts, chains, screams, nonsense. But beneath their laughter was fear, a fear they refused to admit. Mark grinned, the boldest of them all. Then let's go inside, he said. And so, they did. The front door groaned open, dust filled the air. Every step echoed too loudly across the empty rooms. Wallpaper peeled like rotting skin. The wood creaked as if it hadn't been touched in years. Rachel shivered. It feels like it's waiting, and then a sudden thud in the wall, as if the house had knocked. Back, at the far end of the house they found it, a trapdoor, sunk into the floor. It was wrapped in heavy chains, locked shut with rusted bolts. The wood was scarred with scratches, not animal scratches, not human either. Faces, carved into the wood, hundreds of screaming faces, each mouth open in agony. Rachel stepped closer and swore. One of them blinked. Suddenly, boom, boom, boom. 3 knocks from below. The wood trembled. Dust rained from the ceiling. Claire's voice cracked. There's something down there. But Mark only smiled nervously. Probably just pipes. But deep down, they all knew. Pipes don't knock. Mark pried the chains loose with a crowbar. One by one, they snapped. The sound echoed like a scream. And when the final lock broke, a voice whispered, calling each of their names. The trapdoor creaked open, and the air that rose from below was ice cold. Flashlights shook as they peered into the abyss. Stone steps, descending far deeper than any basement should. They began their descent. The deeper they went, the more wrong it felt. The air was thick, heavy, the walls damp, carved with strange symbols. And then, Rachel's light flickered. For a moment, she saw them, figures hanging upside down on the wall, mouths stretched open in silent screams. Then, darkness. When the beam steadied, the wall was empty. At the bottom, they found it. A cage. Rusted, old, and inside, something that once was human. Its skin stretched thin, its eyes, black hollow pits, its grin too wide. It raised its head slowly and spoke, "Thank you," for opening the door. The friends froze. Ethan whispered, "That's not a man." The figure tilted its head, bones cracking. "No, not anymore." Above them the ceiling groaned. Chains tightened, rattling violently. The walls began to whisper. Dozens of voices layered, urgent. "Do not free him." Suddenly, something moved. Not the man, something else. From the shadows, a pale, twisted figure crawled along the ceiling. Its limbs bent backward. Its nails sparked against stone. It scuttled like a spider, chasing them up the stairs. Rachel screamed, shoving Claire forward. The creature dropped just behind them, its breath wet and hot against her neck. They slammed the trapdoor shut, just as a hand clawed through, long fingers grasping. With one final shove, the door closed, but the chains were broken. That night, Rachel woke to scratching. It came from under her bed. Slow, deliberate, she leaned down, whispering, "Hello?" and saw them. A pair of glowing black eyes, staring back. Ethan opened his backpack the next morning. Inside, rusted chains. Cold, wet, smelling of rot. He swore he hadn't put them there, and sometimes He heard them clink on their own. Claire checked her room one night. The lock she had bolted herself was open on the floor. Muddy footprints, not leading into her room, leading out, as if someone had stood right beside her bed. Mark was the worst. He stopped eating, stopped sleeping. His skin turned pale. Dark veins spread across his arms. He whispered constantly to someone no one else could see. At night, the others heard him dragging something heavy, something rattling. Chains. Ethan couldn't take it anymore. He went back to the grey house. The trapdoor was open. Chains dangled loosely like a mouth waiting to swallow him whole. And from below, a voice hissed, "You didn't free me. You freed us." The darkness shifted. Dozens of eyes glowed. Dozens of chains slithered, and dozens of voices whispered his name, whispering, laughing, calling, until silence. The grey house still stands, silent, waiting, but the basement, it is no longer locked. At night, the trapdoor creaks open, and if you walk too close, you'll hear it too. Chains rattling, whispers calling, screams begging. Once, something was trapped, but now it's free, and it's coming for you.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel for more interesting stories.